What's going on? How are you out there? How you doing? Are you living good and well and all of that? We are back with a band here that I have never heard of before, but I'm chomping at the bit to check them out. Today we are doing a band called Future Palace. What will your future palace look like? Well, mine will be a nice New York high-rise loft situation with a window that looks over the towards the Statue of Liberty. And I will play the saxophone in my underpants as I look over the city. That's my future palace. I'd like to hear about yours in the comments below. Maybe your dream palace or your future palace, right? So we're going to learn about this band, and then we're going to do the song Heads Up today. I saw there was a new single from this band, and I'd never heard them before. And I says, I like to check out new bands and be surprised by new bands or underwhelmed by new bands or whatever. But today we're going to check these guys out and see what's up with them. So won't you join me on this journey that we're about to partake upon in 3, 2, 1. Future Palace. They have 69,069 monthly listeners. They sure do love the 6-9er, don't they? Top 5 jams from the band. You've got Paradise, that's got 193,000 plays. You got Lately, 506,000 plays. Heads Up, the song that we are doing here today, has 25,000. It's a brand new single. Illusionist has 838,000 plays. You got Ghost Chapter, and that has 697,000 plays. Now let's look into albums and see how long this kind of tells us how long the band's been around and what they've released thus far. And it looks as though they only have one album. It looks like they're gearing up to release another album, but this is a newer band. 2020's Escape is the album that they have here. And then they're one of these bands that puts out a lot of singles, which I kind of like these days, is they put out a lot of singles. And then they release the album as, maybe 3 or 4 extra tracks on it and go, ta-da, there it is. So that one album, Escape. So there you have that. Now we're going to look into related artists, and this will kind of give us an idea of maybe what genre they're in, bands that they may have toured with or played shows with, who people listen to when they listen to Future Palace. You got venues, As Everything Unfolds, Rivals, Breathe Atlantis. I haven't heard of any of these bands. R Mirage, Raising Insane. I have heard of them. We've mentioned them before. Resolve, Conquer Divide, Crashing Atlas, Dream State, Our Promise, The City Is Ours. So there you have that. That is the related artists for this band. Now what we're going to do is get into the bio and learn a few things about this band. And then we're going to listen to that song. And you've got an image here of 3 folks. You got a guy with a nice little mustache. It must be the fall season because there is a beautiful tree with the plumage on it, and it almost matches her hair. She's a pretty young gal. She's shorter than the other 2. And the other guy says, yes, we dance. He's wearing like a black turtleneck. He's got a beard there, coiffed up. 3-piece band, and they're saying, Shane, come over here and help us rake some leaves in this beautiful fall wonderland in which we live. The world has never been a gracious place, but for a long time mankind did not long as much for hope than during the last 1.5 years. With their new single Heads Up, the Berlin post-hardcore trio Future Palace, wrote a bombastic hymn about the fight against depression, which arose above all in hopeless impressions of the pandemic and thus created a profound relevance. Together with their release of Heads Up, Future Palace announces their second album, Run, which will be released on June 10th, 2022. So Heads Up is basically what's it going to tell us? It's going to tell us, heads up, man. I know you got to be quarantined at home and all that horse shit, but keep that head up. You got to keep your head up. Is it a cover of that? It is that time, my friends. We're going to get into the song Heads Up, okay? This is the Magic Nipple Tit. I give you a taste. I take a taste. We listen to the song Heads Up by Future Palace, post-hardcore. That sounds good to me. I like me some post-hardcore bands. So let's see what they've got for us now. Here we go. All right, it's got a good groove. Produced drums. So like she got a nice voice. It's not bad. That's not bad. Catchy, heavy. I think her voice complements this pretty well. Like that. It's catchy, it's heavy, foot tapping. You know, it's a nice punchy little jam. In and out. There doesn't need to be any more than what needs to be in there. Paradise. That doesn't sound bad either. That was another single that came along with that, Heads Up, Paradise. Yeah, that didn't sound bad. I'm going to listen to that right after I get done here. You know, it was everything that it needed to be. It was a catchy, heavy, kind of a foot tapper. Although it was heavy, it kind of had a positive twist on it, even though it was depressing. And she was saying, I got to keep my head up because everything seems like shit right now. I got to keep my head up and get out of it. But what say you? Most important part of my videos is where you get in the comments below and tell me exactly what you think of the song. I like to get your opinions on it. You heard it just the way I did, perhaps for the first time, and I'd like to know what that means to you. Good, great, fantastic. Yes, Shane, I know Future Palace. I'm a huge fan of them. Let me tell you everything that I know about this new burgeoning band. What is your all-time favorite songs from this band? Have you heard the Escape album, and what do you think of that? Have you heard the Paradise single, and what do you think of that? I'd like to know your thoughts and opinions on everything that had to do with this song. What did it do for you? Have you ever seen this band live? And what is that experience like to you? Have you ever met them? Have you ever raked them leaves with them beautiful purple leaves on the trees there? And you were out there, and the one guy wearing the black sweater says, "Let's dance," you know. Or you could say, not good, not great. Shane, it was just kind of out of my repertoire of music that I listened to. It was bouncy, it was heavy and fun and thunderous and stuff like that, but it was just not my cup of tea, so I'm going to give it a hard pass. I'm going to move on about my day and totally forget about the experience I just had here. All of that can be put in the comments below. If you have a hard rock, a heavy metal special request, you want to see it on this channel, simple and easy, lemon and squeezy, click one of them links in the description below. We will get it on for you in your honor with thumbsy upsies to you, or you can always put it in the comments below. If I see your request in the comments and I like it, I'll do it, and you'll know it because I'll tell you that I'm going to do it for you, okay? That's all I got, okay? That's all I've got for this. Swinging in and loving you so much. Future Palace.